What's up, Browns Nation? You want to talk about heart? You want to talk about grit? Let me tell you about what went down in Buffalo this past Sunday, because what we witnessed wasn't just another loss on the stat sheet. This was a statement about who this Cleveland Browns team is becoming, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one because the story behind that 23-20 game is way deeper than the final score suggests. Picture this. Your rookie quarterback's finger is mangled, bleeding all over the sideline, looking like something out of a horror movie. The training staff is scrambling, fans are wincing, and you're down against one of the best teams in the AFC. What do? If you're Shahed Sanders, you tape that thing up and march right back onto that field like an absolute warrior. That's exactly what happened, and it's just the beginning of what I need to tell you about this game. Before we dive into all the insane details, do me a solid. If you're riding with the Browns through thick and thin, if you bleed orange and brown, hit that subscribe button right now. We're building something special here on Browns Breakout, and I need every single diehard fan in this community. Share this with your crew, your family, anyone who rocks the dog pound mentality. We're pushing toward that next milestone together, and your support means everything. Now, let's get into this wild game. Sunday in Buffalo was supposed to be another tough road test. The Bills are championship contenders, and let's be real, most people had already written this one off as an L before kickoff. But Kevin Stefanski's squad had other plans. They came out swinging, they battled for 60 minutes, and they gave Buffalo everything they could handle. Yeah, we came up short. Yeah, it stings. But if you watched that game and didn't see progress, didn't see fight, didn't see the foundation of something special being built, then you weren't paying attention. Let's talk about our young gun under center. Shahed Sanders is turning heads, and not just because of his talent. This kid has something you can't teach in practice. He's got that dog in him. Early in the game, Sanders is moving the offense, making plays with his arm and his legs, keeping drives alive, and then disaster strikes. He takes a hit, and his pinky finger gets absolutely destroyed. I'm talking torn up, blood everywhere, the kind of injury that makes you look away from the screen. Medical staff rushes over, and you can see it on his face. The pain is real. Most rookies in that situation, they're done for the day. Not Sanders. While he's getting patched up on the sideline, the Browns had to turn to backup Dillon Gabriel. 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line, everything on the line, and Gabriel takes a sack, loses 2 yards. The drive stalls, Cleveland settles for a field goal, cutting Buffalo's lead to just 3 points. It's a momentum moment that could have gone either way, and honestly, it showed just how razor-thin the margins are in this league. But here's where Sanders shows you what kind of competitor he is. This man comes back into the game. Injured finger and all. He's not sitting on the bench feeling sorry for himself. He's not making excuses. He straps up and goes right back to work, leading this offense like a seasoned veteran. By the time the clock hit 0, Sanders had put up 20 completions on 29 attempts, 157 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, and 2 picks. But listen, those interceptions don't tell the whole story. This kid also rushed for 49 yards, scrambling out of pressure, extending plays, doing everything humanly possible to keep Cleveland in that game. Against a Bills defense that eats quarterbacks for breakfast, Sanders held his own, and then some. After the game, Kevin Stefanski didn't hold back with the praise. He talked about how Sanders battled like he always does, how he made unbelievable plays with his feet, how he fought through that finger injury without flinching. Stefanski said he was really proud of how Sanders kept going, kept battling, and honestly, that's the kind of leadership and toughness that's been missing from this franchise for way too long. We're watching a rookie evolve into a legitimate leader right before our eyes. Now, Sanders being Sanders, he got on the mic after the game and took full accountability. He said you can look online and see what his finger looked like, and trust me, if you haven't seen it, prepare yourself because it's gnarly. He talked about throwing a quick route and thinking it was over, but then doing everything he could to come back because he didn't want to put Dillon Gabriel in a bad situation. That's the kind of selflessness and team-first mentality that wins championships. This kid gets it. He understands what it means to wear that Browns helmet, and he's earning respect from everyone in that locker room. But let's not forget about the rest of this squad. The offensive line battled all game against a ferocious Bills pass rush. They gave Sanders time to operate, opened up lanes in the run game, and held their ground when it mattered most. The defense showed flashes too, making Buffalo work for every single yard. This wasn't a blowout. This wasn't the Browns getting embarrassed on national television. This was a competitive, hard-fought battle that came down to a handful of plays. Sitting at 3-12 on the season, I know it's not where anyone wanted to be. I know the frustration is real. But here's the thing, this team is young, this team is talented, and this team is learning how to win at the highest level. Every game is a classroom. Every snap is a lesson. Players like Sanders are getting invaluable experience that's going to pay dividends down the road. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are championship contenders. Looking ahead, we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers coming up, and you already know what that means. AFC North football, division rivalry, bad blood. These games hit different, and the Browns are going to come out with something to prove. Sanders and the rest of this offense will be looking to build on what they showed in Buffalo. The coaching staff is going to have these guys fired up and ready to make statement. Steelers Week is always circled on the calendar, and this year is no different. The beauty of where this team is right now is the potential. We're watching foundation pieces develop. Sanders is showing he can be a franchise quarterback. The supporting cast around him is growing. The defense is improving week by week. Stefanski is instilling a culture of accountability, toughness, and resilience. These aren't just buzzwords. This is real, tangible progress that's happening right in front of us. Think about what Sanders showed on Sunday. Playing through pain, leading by example, refusing to quit even when things looked bleak. That's the kind of mentality that separates good players from great ones. That's the kind of intangible quality you build a team around. And the fact that he's doing this as a rookie? That should have every Browns fan excited about the future. We might not be in the playoff hunt this year, but the pieces are falling into place for something special. Dillon Gabriel getting that one snap was important too. It shows the depth is there. It shows the coaching staff has confidence in multiple guys. Championship teams need capable backups who can step in and execute when called upon. Gabriel will learn from that moment, and he'll be better for it. The entire roster is gaining experience that money can't buy. This season has been a grind, no question. But every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. The Browns are building something sustainable here, not chasing quick fixes or trying to patch holes with Band-Aids. They're developing young talent, establishing an identity, and creating a culture that will last. That takes time, but it's the right way to do it. So, Browns fans, here's what I need from you. Keep that same energy. Keep supporting this team through the ups and downs. Keep believing in what's being built. The future is brighter than you think, and it starts with guys like Shahed Sanders who are willing to bleed for this city. We're on the cusp of something real, and when it all comes together, when that Lombardi Trophy finally comes back to Cleveland, we're all going to remember these moments as the beginning. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. What did you think of Sanders' performance? How do you feel about this team's fight against Buffalo? Are you buying into the future? I want to hear from every single one of you because your voice matters. Your passion fuels this community. Hit that like button if you want the algorithm to keep bringing you the latest Browns content. And make sure you're subscribed because we've got more breakdowns, more analysis, and more Browns coverage coming your way all season long. The dog pound never quits, and neither do we. Let's ride.